Good evening and welcome. Welcome to Bob Pace. I'm your host, and tonight we're fighting CPS and stop taking our children. That's tonight's show. Fight CPS and stop taking our children. I'm glad that you found me on Facebook. That's where my two shows are at. I'm on twice a day. My first show is at 10 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday. Then on the weekends, it's on at 8 o'clock in the morning. At nighttime, I'm on every night, the show that I'm on now. And you find me at 7 p.m. Um, nightly, 7 days a week. Now, there will be a change because on Friday, I'm trying to take the time off because I have a Monday night lights is here. And so I have a football game to attend to on Friday night. So I'll hopefully be coming on a little bit earlier. I prefer about 3 o'clock, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, it's great that you came here because I'm here to help you with an agency that's gone bad. It's the Child Protection System. It's a government entity found in every county in every state. It's also found worldwide. I have a total of 23 countries, including the US. 22 of them are from outside the US. I have Bangladesh and Indonesia. Then I have India, and then the Middle East, I have Saudi Arabia and Libya. And then over to the continent of Africa, I have Liberia, Sudan. Then I have Republic of Congo, Rwanda, Mozambique, and then the provinces of South Africa. Then up to Europe, I have the United Kingdom, England, Scotland, and Wales. And then I'll also have the Denmark and Sweden. Then across the pond to North America, I have Canada and its provinces, all 50 states in the US, including Washington, D.C. And then we drop down to south of the border to Mexico, and then South America, north of Brazil, and on the East Coast, Grenada. Then across the South Pacific, we have New Zealand, and then the land down under Australia and its states. So I'm glad that you found me today. It's a warm welcome. And I've been doing this live stream twice a day since October of 2023. That's 22 months. 2 more months will be 2 years. And I'm here to help every one of you. I've made a following that I call the family that comes and sees me every so often. There's about 30 to 50 of you that call me uncle, and I appreciate that. And I'm here to help you all. I care about you. I care what happens to you in CPS, and you're not going to find any help elsewhere, especially when especially when it comes upon you and you're surprised by it. Now, this is an interactive podcast. So one of the things you can do is text me a message. I have the instructions put up on the screen, the banner there. And I'd love to hear from you. And I'll answer your question or your concern or comment about CPS. Now, maybe you just came home from work and had a long day, but once you relax to listen, if your case, you need to tell me something about it, how it got started from the knock on the door, what you're accused of, what legal proceedings have happened. It's a shocker to be involved with CPS. It's a government entity that really is 50% okay and 50% not okay. You just don't know who's okay and who isn't okay. Now, if you're from the United States, don't worry about putting your country. That's for people out in the States. I have 22 of you. Now, another way besides text me a message that you can interact on this podcast is be a guest. To be a guest on my show, it's a live stream. I can take 9 of you. All you can do is send an email to my show producer, Grace. It's up there on the banner, gracefitzenwdavis.com. You write an email, and all you say is, I want to be a Bob's Sunday morning show, or Bob's Saturday night show, or Bob's Friday morning show, or Wednesday, whatever day of the week. You just say the name of the day of the week and whether it's morning or evening, and she'll take care of the rest. She'll send you a link to get you on what's called StreamYard. It's a software application I use that uses YouTube to transmit the messages and to have you guys work in this live stream format. So I'm glad that you're here. I do want to help you. I do want to listen. Um, I've been fighting CPS for 15 years. I too was a victim of CPS. And unfortunately, it really was bad on me because I lost my favorite home because of them. I lost one of my children because of them. It's not been right since the family's been shooken up, and it's also preventing me to get work. It's really hard to get work when you get involved with CPS. Now, to be a guest, you send out the email and she'll send you back a link, and the link will take you to an application called StreamYard. If you get knocked off, use the link again. It's good for the whole show. And then, with that said, is that you, along with 8 of you, I can take a total of 9, me makes 10 on the live stream. So all of you can talk and help one another and so forth. Now, there are rules if you come on, and she'll explain them to you. I want to say hello, Bartley. Bartley is from Montana. She's a wonderful woman. I'm glad to see you, Bartley. And a very good evening to you. Very good evening to you. I know you're having trouble with betrayal. See, Bartley had put all her faith into her partner. He's turned against her, and it's really troubling her. I remember one time talking to him on the show with her, but he's undermining her, taking her money, her Social Security money, and also trying to kidnap his stepson. That's not his biological son, it's her son. He's not the biological father. But he's trying to take money for taking care of that boy and his special needs. And it's really sad because Bartley is a good, strong woman. I'm glad he doesn't know yet. You got to keep it quiet. You're going to talk to the attorney tomorrow. Okay. Well, I'm so sorry. It's a hard day. If you want to call in, Bartley, you're welcome to call in. I should put my phone number up there. There we go. There's my phone number. It's 626 698 0990. I know how hard days are, Bartley. She has a good friend that lives in Montana that's been on my show. Her name is Betty Jo. She's from Montana too. And she's supported Bartley. And she has Bartley and them can network and so forth. Betty Jo, has a niece, her brother's daughter, that she's trying to get back from Nebraska to Montana. Good. How did the speak with Betty Joe go? I gave him your number. I gave Betty Joe your number. How did it go, Bartley? That is so bad that he wants to eliminate you from your son's life. That is so bad by him. He once was your partner. I know you guys were broken up, but this is unheard of what he's trying to do to you. That's a good Isaiah 54:17. That's good. But you got to be strong in there, Bartley. You got to be strong in there. I know you are, Bartley, and I'm praying for you too, Bartley. That's a hard thing, Bartley. She's talked on the show before. Bartley is from Montana, and she and her partner's talked on the show, but he's betrayed her, and that's the worst thing you could do. She put all his faith in him, and now he's taking her money and trying to take her son. Now, there's a lot of things we can talk about, a lot of things I can help you with. There are my 5 rules I came up with, but I'd like you all to come up with what questions you may have. Now, I'm not an attorney, but I'm an experienced man, a loving father. I've raised 6 children. I have 43 years of marriage experience. And I do want to help you with your situation. Fighting CPS is rough because 50% of them are corrupt. And they're going to eat you alive because you need to have an attorney. Fighting CPS is like open heart surgery. You need somebody that's properly trained and knows how to navigate the corruptness of CPS. So Bartley says, I'll tell if my um, attorney what he's doing. Will it jeopardize my son having to go to a foster home again? Or will he can still be finally come home to mama? You got to be careful because the attorney you have is a court appointed attorney. And I'm not sure if that court appointed attorney will be honest with you. I'm not sure if it will. You just got to be awful careful because you don't want him to raise awareness because somehow he's got CPS in the palm of his hands. I don't know how he's doing that, but he's got that from you. And that is wrong. That's wrong. Well, my suggestions are is to play low key about it, pretend you do not know, and he'll catch himself in the trap. He'll catch himself in the trap. Just a heads up alert. Very heads up alert. He'll hang himself in the long run. Just be very, very careful, Bartley. Be very, 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 very careful. Well, I am because I care about you, Bartley. You've been with me for a long time listening in. To all my other listeners out there, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I've helped out Bartley a long time now. She's been on my show here. So we are halfway through the show at, 20 more minutes left. I'm over at 8 o'clock. This only goes to 8 o'clock. So people, please call in. There's my phone number, 626-698-0990. All right, you guys, I've had Bartley talk to me this tonight. She's talked from Montana, but I don't have any of your other people talking to me. I'd love to talk about your case or the help you may need or the questions you may have. I'm here to help you. All you have to do is ask me, and I don't mind, helping out. But you got to be really careful of this organization because they are corrupt. They are corrupt. Now it's about 15 minutes before 8 o'clock, and then my show will end. It's now seven. Oh, 7:52, and in 10 minutes. So that's right. We're getting along pretty good on the show here. I do have 5 rules that I've talked about from time to time. Rule number one is get yourself a real attorney who's trained in the areas of juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. Those are the 3 areas that you have to fight CPS in there. Reason why you need a trained and a paid attorney because the public defenders won't help you. They're very corrupt. They work for CPS, and they're not going to fight for your case. They're overloaded, so they don't even have time to fight for your case. And I have an attorney. His name is Vincent W. Davis, and he can be hired. His retainer for LA County in California is 5,000. That's an approximation. He's $500 an hour. But I know in Georgia I've given quotes for 125. Wisconsin I've given quotes for 125. He has to pay for the airfare, the ground transportation, hotel and accommodations, and the attorney license for practicing in that state. But he'll go anywhere. All you have to do is ask him, and he'll give you everything there is to fight your case. He's been doing it for 39 years. He's gotten back thousands of children. He's a trial attorney. He's also a civil attorney. He has done civil lawsuits against them and won millions of dollars both in state and federal court. So he's a real deal. And so he is available. You should at least get 3 quotes. You get one from him. I already gave you the quote, and 2 more. Also, you need to, when you talk to attorneys, get their references. Get at least 3 references for each attorney. All you do is call them up and get them. And then you have your meeting and you see if the chemistry is strong between you two. But that's one of the reasons why you need somebody, because you're going to get eaten alive if you try to do it yourself. The rule 2 is document, document, document. There are 2 important documents: are a journal and a time log. The journal is something you write and you can address it to your kids in mind because they'll remember it. It's when your kids are gone, you write down how you feel and what's going on in your life and everything. And that way you can give it to them when you get back to them. And then the other thing is a timeline um, status. That's of all the incidents. Everything you have an incident, whether it's with children or social workers, the police, or family members, or anybody, you have an incident. You use 3 lines of notebook paper for each incident. First line is devoted to the location. If you met somebody at the incident or you called and you want to give the phone number, and then you put the date and time you talked to them, the people involved. The second line is a summary of what the incident was about, and then the third line is the outcome of the incident. If you don't know the outcome, you leave it blank and fill it in later. But after 6 months, you have to have something there to keep track of. So the incident time log is very important. Also, try to use tabs in your get a notebook, a 3 ring notebook there, and have it big enough, 6 inches thick. And then you have those tabs to organize everything. You put your certificates in there, your drug test, and you put all the other things in there, the important documents. Rule 3 is you do not talk to social workers, don't let them in your home, and certainly don't give up your children. And if you happen to be at the emergency room or urgent care, do not talk to social workers. They'll be after your child. You can't trust them. Also, if you're having a baby, don't talk to social workers. They'll try to take your baby. So it's very, very important that you watch out the medical trafficking. Also, if you meet the social workers, you can tell them if this is a legal matter. If they say yes, you say fine. I'll get back to you with my lawyer. I need to be represented by a lawyer at all times through all the proceedings. So that's why you have to ask them. That's a good way to get away from them too, because you tell them, you get their name and phone number and get back to them. That's all you have to do. Now, rule number 4 is how to use the internet. Now, there's 2 ways you can search now. One is Chrome browser. That's one of the best around. Just format your words with the city, the state, and then the letters CPS, all capitalized. If you're in a country, put the country before the CPS. Then you'll see all the stuff that'll pop out about that city and state or that country. If you want to further ask, then go ahead and ask your question right after the word CPS, such as I need to find a juvenile law, family law, dependency lawyer. That's one question you might have. So it's important. The other one is called Chat GPT. Chat GPT is a AI function. It's artificial intelligence, and Chat GPT will help you resolve things or find things. I've been trying it lately. It works really good. It works really good. Now, rule 5 is to take all your documents and put them in an envelope. Your driver's license, marriage license, your school's birth, your kids' birth certificates, your shot cards for the kids, your notes with teacher meetings and grade reports and so forth. You'll put that all in the envelope, put copies. That way the originals stay with you tucked in for protection. And that's important to have because a lot of times they won't think the father is the biological father. So it's important that you have all those documents. But that's all there is to my 5 rules. I wish I had followed them. I probably would have never gone through what I've gone through. Now, I see the time slowly approaching. It's now 7:58. So I want to thank Bartley. Bartley, you hang in there. I'm going to say some more prayers for you. Keep working with Betty Joe, Bartley. Don't let your partner know that you know what he's trying to do. He's trying to undermine your case. That's wrong, Bartley. And Bartley was the only one in here tonight that really spoke about anything. So I want to thank Bartley for coming here tonight. I want to thank all my other listeners. There's been several of you in here tonight, which is great. Once you don't forget your children, keep fighting for your children. It's very important not to give up. Now there'll be a brief message from my attorney, Vincent Davis. It's really good to listen to. So I'm going to sign off. I'll be on again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So this is Bob Pace saying good night.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against, then it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce him. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.